Hello internet viewers.
I'm Daniel.
And welcome to From Another View. Today we are going over top 10 unsolved mysteries of the world. Now part 2. Hope you can enjoy. 1. Chinese mosaic lines. Gansu province. These mosaic lines in the Chinese desert were first discovered on Google Maps, but their purpose is still a mystery. According to some reports, these lines were built in 2004 as a military target exercise base, but the statement of such purpose has not been officially confirmed. Some people think that these lines are a kind of symbol or image so that UFO can be seen from space orbit, similar to what is said about the Nazca lines in the Atacama Desert in Peru. Number 2. Loridov stone dish. The Loridov stone dish is a 12,000-year-old stone dish found in Nepal. It clearly shows the image of a disc-shaped UFO, as if there is an alien in the rotating galaxy. Ancient Egyptians who believed in other life forms had records, but few records prove that other ancient cultures also believed in extraterrestrial life forms. This may be a sign that aliens are not a modern invention, but an innate fear that has been cherished since our human origin. Number 3. Mayan Pyramid, Teotihuacan, Mexico. The Mayans are an ancient Mesoamerican civilization, famous for their splendid temples and encounters with Spanish colonists. The Mayans are very religious and believe in sacrifices by living people. Recently, researchers have noticed that their temples are still built with an expensive, shiny material called mica. In modern times, mica is used for energy and technology production. The question is whether the Maya knew its energy and purposefully constructed a secret energy source to prevent the city from being breached. Number 4. 300 million years old screw, Russia in 1998. What looked like a screw was discovered in a 300 million year old rock near Moscow, which became another strange mystery that investigators had not yet solved. This screw is clearly visible in the rock, and the rock itself can be traced back to 200-300 million years ago. Before that, there was no intelligent life form on Earth. Although the screw may have been embedded in the rock later, this geological event has not been confirmed, which means that the 300 million year old screw found here is still a mystery. Number 5. Sliding stones, Death Valley National Park, California. These rocks, which are regarded as sailstones, lie in the Runway Basin, a dry lake in the national park. The lake is very flat, 2.5 miles from north to south. Scientists tried to explain how these stones crossed the flat bottom of the lake. They proposed various speculations from strong winds to UFO activity. Recently, however, this mystery was uncovered by NASA scientist Ray Florence, who discovered that in winter conditions, there is enough water and ice to allow rocks to follow the muddy bottom of the Runway Basin, float and leave traces during the movement of the rock. Number 6. The ceremonial center of the dry lake Nebuta, Egypt. Nauta is located in the Sahara Desert of Egypt. This site contains the earliest known astronomical arrangement of rocks in the world, which is 1,000 years earlier than Stonehenge in England. Although civilization last appeared in the arid area of the Nubian desert as far back as the 8th to 10th centuries BC, this stone site remains beside this seemingly ancient lake. Today the desert is completely dry, but about 130,000 to 70,000 years ago, there is evidence that the desert still had the last water at that time, and it is very likely that a lake formed near the place where the ancients worshipped. Although the origin of the site is not necessarily a mystery, it is interesting to note that Stonehenge in England is usually considered the original astronomical site, while Nebuta is 1,000 years earlier. 7. The unexplainable stone doll, Nampa, Idaho. This stone doll was discovered during a drilling operation in Nampa, Idaho in July 1889. This doll is obviously made of human hands, but it was found at a depth of 320 feet, and its age was much earlier than when humans began to live in that part of the world. Some people believe that the doll was buried by aliens, or it may be that the doll sinks deeper and deeper into the ground over time. The doll itself may not be a mystery, but how it sank so deep underground is undoubtedly puzzling. 8. The puzzling wedge, Transylvania. This aluminum wedge was discovered on the banks of the Meuse River in Transylvania in 1974. It was buried in the 20,000-year-old mastodon bones. Judging from the shape of its shell, the aluminum wedge itself is believed to have been approximately 300-400 years old. Normally, aluminum is always doped with other metals, but in this mystery, the aluminum wedge is made of pure aluminum, which is too interesting, because aluminum was discovered in 1808, and it was in 1885 only high-quality aluminum is produced. 9. Fossil giant, Ireland. The petrochemical giant was discovered in Ireland during a mining operation in 1895. This strange giant is 12 feet tall, with arms and legs 4 feet long, and this strange giant has 6 toes on 1 foot. His appearance reminded many people of the sentence written in 2 Samuel, "It was at Gath again," where there was a tall man with 6 fingers on each hand and 6 toes on each foot. With 24 fingers in total, he is a born giant. 10. Dog Suicide Bridge, Scotland. This Overton Bridge in Dumbarton, Scotland was built in 1859 and is famous because of the large number of dogs jumping off the bridge to suicide. Dog suicides on the bridge were recorded in the 1950s and 1960s, and suicides continue to this day. However, there is very little evidence that dogs really have the ability to perform and understand suicidal behavior, which suggests that there may be a smell near the bridge that induces dogs to leap like this regardless of such height. And that is all we got. If you like this video, please click the like and subscribe button. If you have any questions, please comment in the video below. Once again, I'm Daniel. See you next time.
Wait, you're not subscribed. Subscribe now.